want to go to Karl Rove. He is the authentic read on all things that some of us miss, and he pieces it all together, which is why I love having him on. Karl, the first thing I wanted to ask you before we get into all this other stuff, the Federal Reserve meeting right now, talk that they're setting the stage for presumably a September rate cut. There's some out there who think it could happen by tomorrow. I don't know if that's realistic. But having said that, what is the impact of a Fed that, does this sort of thing? It's rarely happened that does this sort of thing, though, in the middle of an election year.
Well, if it buoys public confidence and encourages increased lending, it obviously helps the administration that's in power. I'd raise a question, though. My former colleague at the White House, Larry Lindsey, had an interesting report today. Take a look at these numbers. The PCE deflator, the people's cost, the consumer's cost for goods and services, the last 5 quarters, 2.5, 2.6, 1.8, 3.4, 2.6. The average is 2.6. And how about the core PCE, that's excluding energy and food, the last 5 quarters, 3.7, 2.0, 2.0, 3.7, 2.9, average of 2.9. The target's 2. So maybe the Fed, if it does lower rates, is operating a little bit ahead of it. We haven't yet achieved the target, and there seems to be a sort of persistence there in both the PCE and the PCE, core PCE, in being stuck at levels that are unacceptable to the Fed according to their own standard.
Yeah, it's interesting, this personal consumption expenditure index. It seems like an arcane gobbledygook stuff, but it is among the Federal Reserve's favorite numbers. And it is a long way from 2%, as you say, although we've heard from the Fed that if it's in that neck of the woods, it's okay. But you're right, that would add to this sort of political doubters who say, oh, no, you're doing this maybe to help the party in power. They always say no, but we don't know how that's going to go. How do you see the economic environment here? We're told that Kamala Harris actually wants to embrace it, that the trend is the friend, things are getting better, inflation's still a problem, but it's way down from what it was. The president made that same argument, didn't really resonate. What do you think now with her trying it?
Well, I'm not certain it'll resonate any better. The big advantage she has is that she will not attach her name to it like he did. Bidenomics. Look, I remember in my first marketing class, I learned an important lesson there. If your product stinks, don't put your name on it. And it stunk and it put a name on it. But look, the cost of living issue is going to hurt the Democrats a lot because people are going to blame them for it, and they don't have a good answer to it. And today there was an interesting tweet by the Trump campaign in which they went after the issue that many people think caused inflation, which is the excessive spending of the Biden-Harris administration. And they went straight at it in a tweet, attacking it, saying, yeah, where did this all come from? It came from the excessive spending programs of Biden-Harris. So that may be the first evidence that we have that this is going to be joined on terms where the Trump campaign, which has heretofore been focused on depicting how bad the cost of living issue is, but now they're going to blame it on something specifically, that whether it's the so-called Inflation Reduction Act or the various spending bills signed by the Biden administration, they're going to blame it on something specific and say we're not going to do that.
Real quickly on Georgia and the focus on Georgia on the part of Kamala Harris. I think this is her 6th visit to Georgia, her 15th in all since she became vice president. So I am wondering, they obviously look at their own data that shows that this isn't out of reach for them. They won it last time. They're very convinced they can win it this time. But some of the polls I've seen show it beyond the margin of error. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that's right. Here, take a look. This is Real Clear Politics average of Trump versus Biden, and it shows about a 4-point margin between the two of them. I think that the Harris campaign thinks, well, look, we're going to energize young turnout, we're going to energize black turnout, and we're going to find ourselves in a competitive race like we were in 2020. I doubt that, and I think it's odd. I think it's not likely to be the case for an odd reason. If Donald Trump carries the state, one guy that he's got to thank for doing so is the governor of the state, Brian Kemp, who's done an extraordinarily effective job. He did 2 things. One is he beat Stacey Abrams and basically blew up her vaunted, get out the vote operation, which was aimed particularly at non-white voters. But the other thing is he's governed in a way that's made it attractive for people to vote Republican, and very popular political figure. And he has a gigantic get out the vote operation that he used on his own behalf 2 years ago and is deploying it again this time around on behalf of state legislative candidates. And so, it's always better to be in an environment in which people feel like they can vote for your party because because the people in your party have been doing a good job. And Brian Kemp has done an excellent job as governor and created a good environment for Donald Trump as the Republican candidate for president.
Even as the two of them have some friction with each other, but he's looking beyond all of that and doing what's good for the state.
Right.
It's not a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah. Always good talking to you, Carl. Thank you.
You bet. Trump opposed him for renomination and election, but he got renominated and then won a smashing victory over Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, and it's laying the path very well for Donald Trump in that state. So we'll watch it closely.